Oh, okay, now. Alright. You're about to start chapter 2. Would you like to see a synopsis of chapter 1? I don't need to see a synopsis of chapter 1. I just played it recently. Okay. Apparently I just had to wait for the right day. Or something. Anyway. Finally looks like you're ready, buddy. There's no glass between us anymore. Almost there. So close to remembering me and him. And what you did. You don't have any doubts anymore, do you? Almost ready to take off your mask. I guess that proves that you're ready to learn about your past. There is no more glass separating us from you. You can follow us of your own will. Alright, after them I go. To be honest, I'd already given up. I thought I would just fade away in the corner of your memory. Wouldn't that make you happy? Well, I'm not exactly happy about it. There are things in the world that you don't need to remember. You did what you had to do to forget it in order to protect yourself. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous of you living in peace, forgetting even my face, the face of your partner. I have mixed feelings about it. That's a lot of blood. Almost there, buddy. Our replacements are on the move. Follow them and you'll find the answers you seek. Judgment Day is near. Only you can stop it. Only you can seal it. Your sins. No. We're paying for our sins. Don't let your successors have their way. What is it? Call security guards! Don't be so cautious. It's not like we're strangers. The demonic implants you developed for me. They're highly regarded by researchers in the organization. No one else could develop such a things. I've come to ask you to develop for the project again. It should be a mutually beneficial deal for both parties. Why don't you put the gun down and let's talk business? If you want to be friends, you can come to my laboratory face to face. Next time, listen to my advice properly. As I suspected, you're easily extracted. Thanks to you, the priests of the church have sniffed me out and almost brought my backroom business to light. Do you understand? This is a trust issue. Okay, so he's the one who lost the implant that Richard found. The priest? Yes, that priest is a problem. You're the one. You've already made progress in your analysis, haven't you? About his mark? You. No way! I told you, didn't I? It's a win-win situation. You'll accept, even if it means betraying him. Alright, Chapter 2, Regret. So maybe that was a Chapter 1 quest I just never saw. Alright, let's get part 2 started properly now. You're just in time, Richard. I have been notified by headquarters that this is an urgent, top priority matter. Yeah? You've been called by headquarters? Could it be that they found out about the magic seal? No, that matter is still fine. The movements of a priest dispatched to such a royal area is not something that is watched that closely. I heard that the Kashin Hospital, the facility under the care of Mother Devil, whom you once collaborated with, is now in serious trouble. It has become a complex labyrinth of spirits and powerful wards. It seems that the police and public safety agencies are unable to deal with the situation. Kashin Hospital? I just went to that facility to meet a man who knew me in my past. How in the world did that happen? The person who put up the wards is a demon? Are the patients and staff inside safe? I don't know the details either. It seems that headquarters wanted to handle the matter in secret, but a tip-off from a member of the police led to the early involvement of the Public Security Bureau. And Mother Devil, who is in charge of the facility, in exchange for allowing the church free involvement in the facility, they made the condition that you will be the only one sent in. Me? Why? If it's such a huge emergency, wouldn't they rather have Akiyama-san? Yeah. Do they have some kind of reason to bring you down? Or is it purely a test to show how much you've grown? Can't it be both? Instead of laying the police and civilians near the hospital, they said they would leave you alone in charge of this case. If we allow the police to intervene any further, it will spread to mass media and eventually become headline news. The church wants to avoid this at all costs. For more details, please go directly to the headquarters of Mother Devil and ask the representative about the client. We have already spoken to him. The representative at the Mother Devil headquarters. I'm sure they're talking about Kagami. Understood. I'm on my way. Alright. Off we go. To the gym, cause I'll need my massive guns! Alright, the Mother Devil. Seem to be going back here a lot lately. Yep, of course. Thank you for coming, Richard. Thank you so much for taking us up on our offer. For our part, we do not know how to deal with such an unusual situation. I am ashamed to say that we are quite upset. Kagami, so, are you okay? Are the staff in the hospital and the patients safe? Unfortunately, we do not know. We do have information that something was dropped from a mysterious helicopter over the hospital before the strange incident occurred, but even if we were to investigate, the inside is overflowing with spirits, and ordinary humans cannot even breathe due to the miasma. Only a priest would be able to search inside. We are a peaceful organization composed of ordinary people, albeit with demons in our midst. We have no concrete countermeasures against the miasma. I know, that's bullshit! With the exception of the mighty queen, the harpy messenger demons on our side are the only ones with the power to fight the spirits. Neither the police nor the church can get involved any further. And Kagami and the others have no recourse against the demons. So you're saying I have to do this search on my own, without any help. I don't even know what kind of threat I'm dealing with. Kagami, why'd you pick me? I'm just a rookie who's just been assigned to this position. There are many priests in the church who are better than me. I'm very glad that you trust my abilities, but without doubt, I'm still inexperienced as a clergyman. I honestly don't know if I can live up to that trust. You're so humble. That's why I like you. You have enough qualities. But, yes, that's right. Your question is valid. Shall we discuss this matter in more detail? Actually, it was Imperial Heavy Industries that suppressed police intervention when the hospital incident occurred. And upon closer examination, we found that the person who had arranged this was that Tengu doctor who introduced you to us, who is employed as the chief developer of Imperial Heavy Industries. Dr. Yui! You mean Dr. Yui? But why would she go out of her way to conduct a crime scene at another organization's facility? Yes, quite strange, isn't it? A third-party company wants to be the first to take charge of an otherworldly site in preference to the church and the police? But everything we know at this point indicates that demons are involved and that the situation is very dangerous. If the odds were not against us, we would have already been moving. And this is just a rumor that I got some time ago. Apparently she has formed her own anti-demon task force and has secretly deployed it in actual combat on several occasions. Yeah, we've seen that with Machina, the anti-demon rounds. Or the demon rounds, I guess. If the rumors are true, doesn't Dr. Yui's involvement make more sense? Anti-demon mobile unit? I'm sure Machina used a prototype bullet that works on demons, and Dr. Yui would have developed one that would work on demons. But Imperial Heavy Industries is a company focused on pharmaceuticals. If Dr. Yui were acting alone, it would still be a military use of technology, but that's just a wild goose chase. That's right. That's where you come in. We want you to confirm the truth of the rumors directly. You have a personal connection to the doctor, and yet you are also their business partner. How could we pass up the opportunity to gather information? How could they pass up the opportunity to gather information on the demon seal? We, or any other agency, would still not be able to refuse you and accompanying them in the search. That would only be a negative for her. Yeah! Yeah! That's right. Both me and that girl trust you personally. That is also a big reason. There are already great rumors in this order about your activities on the island. You are a priest who rescued the apostles of the Queen. And they have individual feelings of fondness and curiosity towards you through their interactions with Siren. This is very unusual, and I am surprised. I see. It's an honor, I think. As a church priest, I have mixed feelings about a cult having its eyes on me. I will certainly take my chances that they trust me. Aside from Dr. Yui, I understand why Kagami went out of her way to appoint me. Accept your request to search the hospital. In any case, I need to see that man again who knew about my past. I'm also concerned about his safety and would like to save him if possible. Thank you very much. So the request we sent to the church has now been officially accepted. On the ground, the anti-demon task force dispatched by Dr. Yui has already arrived. You best hurry as quickly as possible. What is most disturbing is the cause of the supernatural phenomenon. Warding off an entire hospital is a difficult task even for an ordinary demon. Please be careful. Alright. Off we go. To the hospital. Alright, first things first. Is that the police, Rie? Is that Officer Rie there? Can't be, she's too calm. Or maybe her sprite's just not moving. Interesting music. It is Officer Rie! Richard! You've come! This is a reassuring meeting. Rie? What's the matter with you? Waving your guideline around like a pen toward the entrance of the facility like that. I believe the scene has already been set up by Imperial Heavy Industries and the police are clearing out. Yeah, that's right. As usual, I was dealing with the public and onlookers when suddenly a strange man who looked like a samurai appeared. This territory is under the jurisdiction of the Imperial Heavy Industries. The senior officers obeyed and moved out. I found myself in the main office. A samurai with a full-blown old dialect? I don't know. Sounds like we got another weird character. I don't know why, but the onlookers have stopped coming. And I'd like to get back to my duties in the city as soon as possible, but Sakamoto Dono, who went inside ahead of me, has not yet returned! And a few other colleagues who went to investigate before Imperial Heavy Industries arrived, and none of them came back! I don't know what to do, so I was just sitting here gawking! Sakamoto? He's the detective who helped us with the Torodon case. He was Rie's senior, and she adores him very much. It's not just wandering spirits in the hospital, but the demon who caused the whole situation must be in there as well. I don't want to imagine the worst, but... Such a persistent, obnoxious asshole of a detective. But I'm not gonna let him die in a place like this. Richard? We need twisted, hot-blood bastards like that in these demon-infested times. Let's go help them. I understand the situation. I'm a priest officially dispatched by the church, so I'm free to search the hospital. I'll search the scene and find Sakamoto and the others. Rie-san, please arrange for an ambulance and stay there in case anyone gets injured. You're going, aren't you? Actually, I was so relieved when Richard came here. I have no doubt that you will bring Sakamoto back safely. Please be careful and have a safe trip. There it is! There's the smack to the face. Of course. Alright, let's go. Oh, hi, Machina! Coalition complete. We've been expecting you, Richard. The church has sent you, after all. Machina? If I've been waiting for you means that Dr. Yui already knew I was coming. That gun you're holding, the one you used on the island, I think it's called Demon Rounds. I knew you were part of the anti-demon squad. A reasonable guess, but slightly off. I don't know how much information you are aware of, but to be precise, I am not part of that task force. I am only a supportive, multifunctional robot. I can handle anti-demon equipment, but I was not manufactured primarily for combat. Perhaps the task force you are referring to. I assume you're referring to the group of people that he is leading. He? Well, geez, Richard, just use your eyes and look like 10 feet ahead. Alright. Check your equipment. Check carefully that the bullets have been converted to the new demon rounds provided, including spare magazines. Hope the demon rounds this time don't just frighten the opponents, Captain. If it has even the slightest effect of eviscerating the demon, it'll be enough. We're not on a field trip. Pull yourself together, Alpha, Jack. This time we have a lot of newcomers. If we're not careful, you could get wiped out. Make sure you come back with experience. You can't just hire men with specialized experience in demon warfare. Don't make me work too hard to find you. Is that a bar guest? A modified bar guest? Hayato, he comes. It's that priest. Oh, hey! Well, you're not Michitaka. Oh, is this the priest that you mentioned, Aniki? Think your name was Richard? Things are a bit more complicated than you can imagine. Would you like to purify the demons and solve the city's problems? That dialect is stronger than I thought, which I don't know how to translate dialect, sorry. I can't understand what you're saying in some parts, yeah. My translation program is having a real tough time with it. Hayato, before you evaluate his personal appearance, you should first reveal our true identity. We may know them, but they do not know us. Ah, that's right. Sorry, you'll forget soon enough. My name is Yuto Sumeragi. I am the president of Imperial Heavy Industries. Wow, you look awfully young to be the president. Ah, of course. My father is still in control, so I'm doing my own thing, as you can see. Generally speaking, he is what we would call a wandering son. Leaving only the title of a young president, Hayato has almost no say in the company's business. Such a terrible thing to say. I do have a company too, you know. This Fenrir unit is one of them. At first, I had a hard time figuring out how to fight demons, but finally, we have better equipment and manpower. Alright, you guys, show them that you can defeat demons even better than a priest! Yui and Aniki have prepared this place for us to experience real combat. You guys, let's get this thing going. Copy. Or Roger, whatever. I knew there was no way that doctor would be able to control the police, let alone the whole of Heavy Imperial Industries. So, the president is in charge of the unit. It certainly makes sense that the entire company would be involved. And no wonder Dr. Yui is cooperating fully in the development of this project. The use of demon rounds also makes a lot of sense now. Dr. Yui and Hayato met about 17 years ago. I had heard that they had a close relationship, as if they were brother and sister, before she was employed by Imperial Heavy Industries as development staff. As expected, there were restrictions placed on him by his father, but Yui was quick to develop any tool that Hayato desired and gave it to him, one after another, for him to play with. I don't know how the former president his father and Yui came to know each other. Well, if you had an exciting doctor who could make anything you wanted ever since you were a child, that's just how you would turn out. Well then, father, since that's the case, it's not your turn. I'm going to solve this case by myself. But my unit is still in the process of growing, and there is no guarantee that we will be able to do a perfect job. You are here on an official request, so I won't interfere with your work, as long as you don't interfere with our work. I will be accompanying Richard. Yui has asked me to support him as I did on the island mission. The situation is unknown, but an order of magnitude higher of demonic reaction was observed on the floor as a result of my scan. Perhaps that is where the demon responsible for the incident is located. Thank you, Machina. It's reassuring to have you here. Let's go then. I have my job to do as a priest. The wandering spirits detected in this facility are strange. Not all of them, but most of them show the same type of reaction. I know it's an unnecessary concern knowing your capabilities, but I recommend you proceed with caution. Like I said before, there aren't many people with combat experience. It's not like they survived or escaped or anything like that. On the President's authority, I had the money to pay them well, and they have no choice but to train them up. Fighting demons is a matter of life and death. Fenrir's units, Captain and Vice Captain, Alpha and Jack, have grown up well, but 2 more were eaten on the last mission. Oh my! You really can handle them! None of the demons we've encountered so far have been all that strong! First of all, stay alive, get some experience, or you'll be eaten alive in no time. And then we'll be looking for a replacement. It's a crazy story. I've been told not to talk to strangers voluntarily without Hayato's permission. Sorry about that. Alright, she's fine.